Mouth, nose, nose, ears, new,
No, I'm going to work. Mommy's working.
Mommy looking.
Hey, y'all.
Mommy.
Yes.
Everything.
You want to train with mommy? Okay, come train with
Oh,
mommy.
I did my
Yes. Say real estate.
and I said,
Say real estate.
no.
Real estate.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
All right, let's let everybody come in. I cannot find his stroller. Y'all should definitely share this live. I'm having a special guest on here tonight, guys. We're about to accelerate our whole lives in 1 hour. Yes, we're about to celebrate. We're going to celebrate too, but we're going to accelerate our lives in the next hour. So I'm so excited. If you are here, listen, I know I have my people on Zoom, and so I'm going to get them off of here and get them on the live on Instagram. So I'm excited, guys, about what is going on. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to let maybe another 2 minutes come on. Let me find my co-host, Jeffrey. Jeff, if you're here, you have to request. Jeff, if you are here, invite.
I've been redirecting everything.
Hello there.
Jeff, are you there? Jeff, where are you?
Yes, I am here. I'm here.
There you go. Listen, back up a little bit.
Close to the camera.
Get like David, like your face is like right here. Like back up a little bit. So Jeff, I'm excited. Are you excited about
I'm
what's
excited.
going on
I'm
in today's
excited
market?
about what we're about to bring to the people as well. I'm excited that there's a lot of confusion about the market right now, but what happens is with information, you definitely have the key to success. So excited about that.
All right. We should allow some. Listen, you guys share this with about 5 people that you know will appreciate some real estate gems tonight. You know how we do on Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night, we're usually on Zoom. But you know what? I said, I want to open this up to the people. And I'll tell you why, Jeff. I remember when I got started, and it's still this way, there was very little or lack of respect for the profession itself, real estate professionals. And so why do I open this up to people outside of my brokerage? And it's easy because I want all professionals to have access to the tools, okay? I want all realtors to have access to the tools to be able to accelerate. Because truly, as a population of people, as a profession, okay, we all need to look good, right? We all need to have the practices that's going to take us to the next level so that people can have respect for this profession at a different level. So I'm gonna bring my special guest on. I'm gonna allow Jeffrey the honor. Let me, oh, here he is. I got a chance to meet him at the last conference. Listen, you know, I remember Fee saying, Claudiane, you have to go. I mean, Fee Gentry. She said, Claudia, you got to go and meet Chastin. You have to. And she took me until we found him. And here he is right now. Listen, I'm super hyped. I'm super excited to be able to, one, be partnering with him, and two, to hear his gems. You know, you're never too old to refuel. In fact, I was at another conference, and the conference was ran by a guy in his 30s. And I was just like, he just brought the energy today. You know, and I'll go ahead and give him his props. It was a break.
Break the code.
What was it called? Break the Code conference.
We can hear you.
You can't hear? Can you guys hear? No, the people that say they can't hear. If you can hear, drop a number 2. If you can hear, drop a number 2 on the live. Listen, and so I don't see any 2s, but okay. Listen, we are on March 10th Jeff and I are hosting our very first conference together, March 10th, which is a Friday in South Florida. You must be in the room. We are preparing people for the recession. Listen, I have already been through a cycle of the recession. And if you haven't heard the story, I'm going to sum it up in 30 seconds. I just remember driving through Wendy's and seeing my colleague that used to work with me in the office working at Wendy's. And I got nervous. Pivot for progress. Yeah. And right now, we're going to be showing you the tools that you're going to need for this market. There are 4 phases, guys, of a real estate market, okay? 4 phases. And right now, we're in phase 4, which is the recession, okay? It's what causes a recession, guys? Supply and demand. But it's not really supply and demand this time. It's a little monkey wrench of Instagram, of interest rates. And so, guys, the interest rates right now are very high, and it's causing people to be fearful and a little step ahead, be afraid of buying in today's market. And so, listen, I'm going to add our guest on again. I see that he fell off. There we go. There we go. Chastin, I want Jeff to introduce you because he has been having a lot of conversation with you. And, I would be remiss if I didn't have him do that. So go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, man, just excited for everything that you've been doing, the education, the value that you've been giving to the consumers out there. Folks just watching from far away. The guy's on TikTok, he's on YouTube, he's on Instagram, and he's providing a plethora of information, guys. The guy talks to you about how to operate a business, how to do Airbnb, how to do Turo, how to be a professional at a real estate level, man. Chastin, tell the people your story, man, because that's really what I want to know. Sometimes we know the wins, but sometimes we don't know the beginnings. Like, what caused you to get into the field? What caused you to want to give the information to the people? Talk to us, man.
Absolutely. Can y'all hear me okay? I want to make sure. Let me know in the comments if everybody can hear me. Drop a 1. I love it. Okay. Yes. Thank y'all for having me. My journey actually started a little over 10 years ago. I was living in Atlanta, and just to be frank, life wasn't going how I wanted it to go. I mean, I was getting into all kinds of stuff, and I knew I wanted to do right, but it just wasn't going that way. So I up and decided one day that, hey, I want to go live in New York or LA, start a new life. And that was my plan. And to further that plan, I said, I'm gonna go live in Texas for a year, get in real estate, save up a bunch of money, and then I'm gonna go move to New York or LA because everybody was like, it's super expensive. So that was the plan. Little did I know what real estate consisted of, what I was gonna be running into. I didn't know anything about real estate. got here to Texas, got my real estate license, passed on the first try, surprisingly. And yeah, passed on the first try. And I ended up joining Keller Williams, which is a very common place a lot of new agents join. And man, real estate was nothing like I thought it was going to be. And I remember I was just spending money, trying to generate leads, trying to get business. Nothing was happening. It got to the point where one morning, as I was walking out of my apartment to go do an open house, my electricity turned off, just straight up disconnected. And it was off for 2 weeks because I did not have any more money to pay the bill. And so nonetheless, I had to go out and do that open house. So showed up there. It was a 3-hour open house at a larger but older vacant home that an investor tried to come in, do some remodeling, but they were over it. They were out of money. So 3 hours. First hour went by, nobody came in. Second hour went by, still nobody came in. And by that third hour, I knew that nobody was going to be coming in. I remember walking to the front door. You could hear every single step. And I turned that lock on the front door. And I fell to my knees, y'all. I was bawling my eyes out. And I'm not a real crier or emotional person, but I was bawling my eyes out because in that moment, I felt like a complete failure. I felt like a complete failure. I spent all my money. I moved across the country to go down this road and build this big business. I'm putting out stuff on social media, you know, to generate business. And here I am, lights off at home, quarter tank of gas left in my car, not seeing or knowing a way out. And it was at that point I had a decision to make. I could continue to try to figure this out, or I can go get a job and hopefully have some money in 2 weeks. And hey, this just didn't work out for me. Well, I decided to continue. That was my decision right there on my knees. But I didn't know what to do still. I didn't know what to do. I had to identify what was wrong. What was the issue? What was the problem? And what it came down to was nobody knew me. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew that I can help them do this, that, and the other. I was a speck in a huge pond of thousands of real estate agents. So that launched a new mission for me. That launched a mission to get people to know me. Get people to know me and my business. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I'm an extremely introverted person. I didn't know what I was going to do next, but I said, hey, people have to know my name. And that sent me on my social media journey. Today, it's taken me places I never would have thought. Magazines, TV. It's built a huge real estate business. We did over $100 million last year. And all of that was due to me making that decision to put myself out there. So I'm extremely passionate about creating content. I know what it can do to people and do for people. And all of my knowledge that you spoke of, Jeff, has come from personal experience, because as my business was growing, heck, I didn't know anything about business credit. I didn't start learning about business credit till I went to go get a copier for my office that I had, because I needed a copier for my agents. And I'm talking one of those real ones, you know, that they have in office buildings. And that's when I started learning about vendors and trade lines and this and that opened up a whole nother world to me, and opened up a world of personal credit, of business credit, of investing, commercial spaces, all kinds of stuff, all through going through my entrepreneurial journey. Now, the reason why I do what I do and why I put so much out there is because I wish someone would have did it for me. That's as simple as it can be. I wish someone would have did it for me, because a lot of this stuff that big brokers, even yourselves having offices and things like that, They don't teach you that in real estate school. They don't teach you that at the brokerage. They don't teach you how to go get your own office space. You know, it was things I had to figure out. And so now I provide a lot of education to people in hopes that, hey, now you having this information, take it and run with it. Build something great. Do something amazing with it. Don't let not knowing how to do something be an excuse anymore.
Amazing.
And that's me.
Excited to hear that. Excited to hear that. Share with the people, just for a visual, what year was that you were hosting that open house and no one came through?
That was in 2013.
Wow. Just a blink of an eye ago.
Yeah.
Just a blink.
Yeah. It's so crazy because, you know, when I think back to that, it seems like, ooh, time just flew. But when you're in those moments, you don't really realize how much weight one day has, right? And here's what I mean by that. So much can get accomplished in a day. So much can change in a day. So many opportunities present themselves in the day that we don't even notice and that we take for granted. And it's not until 10 years have gone by and you're like, ooh, that happened quickly, you know, or that was really fast, or where has the time gone? But when you really sit back and slow things down, you start to notice maybe one thing someone may have said that just completely went over your shoulders, or, you know, you just let in one ear and out the other, or a training you may have attended that really gave you more gems that you didn't necessarily pay attention to. But when you look back at it, you're like, that was what I was missing. And oftentimes what we need can be in just one line or one statement or one little gem someone has dropped, that if you just sit there and dissect it and think about it, it can be life-changing. And that's what it was for me in that moment. I had a lot of training on how to generate leads or how to do this and that, but I hadn't connected that was my problem, right? I had training on how to be on social media, but I hadn't connected that was the reason why I didn't have any leads, or that was what could have led to this and that and this and that, right? And so really, and I always encourage people, whenever you are in some type of training or event or whatever it is, take it all in. Take it all in, take it home, take your notes home, and really look down and draw those parallels, right? Because I didn't do that for years. So I was missing a lot of things that I had right in front of me. And a lot of us, we have all the answers we need already. It's just about connecting the dots at this point.
Wow, this is like big, Jeff. Like, so now you are giving us 1 hour, but 30 things to do in 1 hour. Like, I know you've already started, but you know, let's talk about, Jeff, what he's going to be training. Just a little expansion in case the people have already missed it, because he's already, I don't know if you noticed, but he's already started. Listen, I'm not making this up. I'm like, well, let me look at my YouTube. Like, what am I doing on YouTube? You know, my son posted something for me yesterday. It's got 1.4, I think, 1,000 views already. And so I think I'm on the right track. You know, you're never just too old. And I'm 43. You're never too old to reinvent yourself and start doing the things that people are doing that's creating another level of success. So, Jeff, what is he here talking about today? And then let him just take off.
Tell us, man. Tell us. So we're excited. I asked you what was the topic that you wanted to focus on. And one thing that he says is that we got to know about time shifting. So at one time we were posting photos, then we were posting videos. Now we're doing reels and TikTok and stuff like that. So talk to the people about that so that we stay relevant. And that's really what it's about. It's about staying relevant.
Wait, Chastin, before you start.
And
it's funny that Jeff says this, because I'm like, Jeff, if you don't stop posting these pictures, where are your reels? Turn these houses into reels. And now look, the expert is saying the same thing. And I didn't really know what I was talking about. I just knew that I'm starting to get 105,000 and millions of views on reels. And I'm just like, no, reels is where it's at. And so go ahead, Chastin. I just wanted to bring that to his attention.
Yeah, Yeah, for sure. And I love how this live started, because you started talking about a shifting market, and we're in phase 4 now. And so I even feel like this is even more relevant, because in this shifting market, and to generate business these days, you have to put out content. You have to put out content. Okay. So I teach agents all the time, and I want to teach you all today how to grow your business on social media in this shifting market. And I'm going to give you some strategies, such as the 30-day strategy, but how to grow your business in this shifting market. Now, one thing about me, especially when I am live or in front of any audience, I need engagement. Okay, so please blow up that chat box, blow up that comment box, put your emojis. I need to know that y'all are here. Share this, okay? Share this. Gifts will be received when you share information, okay? I believe it. Share this. Post it on your timeline. Do something.
Funny you
all
say
right?
that.
That gets me going. I have to know that y'all are here through this whole thing, okay? So here's what you can expect. I'm gonna fly through this, but I'm gonna give you some real tactical things that you can do. Please have a sheet of paper, have a pen. I'm gonna give you some stuff to write down. You're watching this live on your phone probably, or on a computer, so have something that you can write with. I'm seeing these fire emojis. This is looking wonderful. Y'all are making my screen look beautiful. Turn off all distractions. Put your phone in airplane mode. Turn your Wi-Fi off. Whatever you gotta do, do not disturb. So that way you are not disturbed during this training, okay? If social media is important to you, this is for you. I'm just putting it out there. This is for you. If social media stresses you out and you don't know what to do, when to do it, this will also be for you, okay? If you get overwhelmed thinking about what do I post, what do I say, this is gonna be perfect for you, all right? I have something for everybody. If you feel like social media takes a lot of time, this is going to be for you. We're running businesses here. All right. So I'm always thinking of me, the entrepreneur, and my time too. So this is going to be for you. But if you are not willing to invest in yourself, if you are not willing to invest the time, invest the energy in taking in this knowledge, invest even the small task of a sheet of paper and a pen, this is not for you. None of this stuff is going to work. You're wasting your time here. Okay, I'm just being real. If you're good with how things currently are in your business, okay, you're not looking to grow in this area, this isn't going to be the most beneficial training for you. All right, just being real again. Okay, if you failed at lead generating content in the past or things like that, I have some beautiful things for you. All right, here's what's happening in the market just as a whole. Because of the way that the economy is, a lot of these lead generation companies are, man, they are out here. They are on the prowl. They are trying to get your money. They are trying to sell you any kind of lead they can generate. And I'm going to tell you, they are not putting a lot of hard work into generating those leads today. Okay. I was just talking to someone earlier today. They spent $90,000. $90,000 with a lead generation service. Wow. They've only been able to close 2 deals. Right? 2 deals. And these are rock star agents. I mean, this isn't a we don't know what to say problem. This is a serious quality problem because everybody's feeling it. So what I want to do is I want to teach you today how to grow your business using social media content. All right? Specifically social media content, especially in this shifting market. Now, I want to help the people who want to do exactly just that. I want to help you save time, and I also want to help you be consistent, okay? Consistency is going to be key with this. Now, the only way that you can build your business, and write this down, the only way that you can build your business through social media is through lead generating content. That's very important, lead generating content. I'm not just talking about any kind of post here, okay? And the only way that you can do that is through what I call the CBA framework. CBA framework, content boss acceleration. Okay? Content boss acceleration. Now, before I get into it, I want us to have a reality check. I want us to have a reality check. This is something that I call the stages of contentpreneurship. Contentpreneurship. You are creating content as an entrepreneur to build your business. These are the stages of contentpreneurship. Now, as an entrepreneur who's creating content, there are two things that you're probably looking for. You're looking for more freedom and high income.
Yep.
Right? Can we all agree? Let me know in the chat box if we can agree. More freedom and high income. It's what we all want. It's what we all want. But oftentimes what ends up happening is less freedom and little to no income. Why is that? Why is that? Well, contentpreneurship, it happens in stages, and you move through stages. Most people, when they are putting content out there, they're known as what we call spectators. What is a spectator? A spectator consumes way more content than they're putting out. And look, if you feel like I'm calling you out, it's all in love. But look, we have to have this reality check before we can even move forward. A spectator consumes way more content than they're putting out. You tend to make the other people that you're watching way more money than they're making you, right? You're someone who is always asking, what should I do, versus
The
doing
researcher.
it. Spectator, researcher. There you go. Aside from spectator, once you start moving up from spectator, you're creating, right? We call you creators. Yeah, I'm putting out content out there, but you have all the problems that come with it. You're not consistent. You don't have any time. So you still have that less freedom, right? You may be making a little bit of money, but it's definitely not high income. It's definitely not where you want to be. And every time you get to the drawing board, every time you try to move forward with it, it tends to be a struggle. It tends to be a struggle. But there's always something holding you back, right? It's always something holding you back. Those are creators. You're in the middle of the road. You're at that tipping point where it can either go real good or you're back in that spectator. Now, a level up from creator, which is where you want to be, that's the influencer. The influencer. Now, I'm not talking about Kim Kardashian influencer, none of that kind of stuff. I'm talking about an influencer in your niche, in your business niche. Now, what are the characteristics of that influencer? Influencers build tribes. They build followings. Now, you don't buy followers, you build followings. When you have that influence, people take action on what you say. As an influencer, you probably have a team around your content. And you're very sophisticated in your knowledge when it comes to social media to the point where you start teaching it to other people. That is the goal. That is the goal. The goal is to make you an influencer, because at that point, content is not a struggle. At that point, you have a lot of freedom. At that point, you have high income from your content to where it makes sense. Okay? So I want to get you to that influencer stage. Luckily, I'm pretty much there. I've been able to use content to build many businesses. Okay? I've built a large real estate team across many states. I've been featured in Forbes, in Fortune, Essence Magazine, New York Times, Inman. I contribute to NBC, evening news, nightly news, whatever you want to call it, prime time, right? All because of content. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not the most sellingest, top producingest real estate agent. I haven't been in the business the longest time, but I've built an authority around my content, and I've built influence. I told you all a little bit about where I was. So in this span of time, I've been able to build this on something I had no history in. I wasn't necessarily comfortable in, didn't know what I was doing, right? And now I've been able to help and speak to thousands of people across the world and help them in their businesses. Everybody has an offer. Everybody has an offer. Your offer, you may want to say it's a service. You may want to say, oh, I help people buy and sell homes, whatever. You know, we all have that. That's an ability. That's an ability. That's a license that you've acquired. Your offer should differentiate you from everybody else who has that same ability. There's a lot of people out there who can teach social media. There's a lot of people out there who can teach content. But I have an offer that's very specific that people want. And you all do too. So one thing, I want you to write this down. Figure out, what is your offer? What is your offer? What can you bring to the table? This is going to help you answer why someone should even be interested in you, why someone should follow you. I hate to break it to you, but in the real estate realm, they're not following you because you posted a house. They're not following you because you've sold X amount. There's always something else there that is magnetically attracting people to you. And when you identify what that one thing is, you can run with it, and it will take you to new levels with your content. Okay? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So let me know in the comments, does this apply to you? Are you one of those people where people just aren't used to seeing your content? Let me know. You can just drop an emoji if you feel like people just aren't used to seeing your content. Or what about, are you one of those people where you feel like video is uncharted territory for you? I'm seeing them coming in. Yep. I see it. I see it. Look, I want to tell y'all right quick about Daniel. Daniel's one of my coaching students. He was a part-time real estate agent, and he had a full-time job. He was making over 6 figures, and he was making good money from his real estate business, but he was relying on Realtor.com leads. Nothing's wrong with Realtor.com leads, but that was the bread and butter of his business. He didn't know any other way. And he said, Chastin, I'm tired of paying $2,500 a month. I'm tired of paying $2,500 a month. It's adding up. These leads aren't as good. I'm still working my job. I don't have time for it. I told him, and this was a bold statement. I said, Daniel, I want you to quit your job. Set a date now. Quit your job, and I will double, if not triple, the amount of money that you were making from Realtor.com using their leads. I will triple that. Everything will be organic. You are going to be so much happier. You won't feel like you need a job, anything like that. He came in the program. He did exactly what I told him to. He quit his job, scared as heck. He was scared. He was scared. It was a big weight on his shoulders. I get it. He quit his job 3 months after coming in. His business in the first year turned fully inbound. Fully inbound. He was not chasing the lead. He was not advertising. His phone was ringing. His phone was ringing all through what he was putting out there, all through his content, all through his content. He's extremely, extremely thankful. And he's still doing it today. He's still doing it today just because of that, right? But sometimes we have to get uncomfortable like that. I'm not telling you to go out and quit your job, but I'm telling you that it is 100% possible if it's something that you're really trying to make work, okay? If it's something that you're really trying to make work. So let's get into these strategies. I'm going to give you 3 strategies. The first strategy, how to create and post 30 days worth of content in less than an hour. That's going to be the first strategy. The second strategy, how to be so good at video that everyone wants to watch, even if you're camera shy, okay? She's probably say, Chastin, that's a bold strategy. But yeah, I'm gonna teach you that second strategy. And then the third strategy, how to spend less time creating content and more time making money. Okay, we all cool with those strategies? Let me know. Light up this chat box if we are all cool with those strategies.
I'm so ready.
All right.
You know, I don't know what they're doing, but I'm writing notes. You know, they call me the GOAT of real estate, but let me tell you something. The real GOAT knows how to be the student. And right now I'm a student, and y'all, I hope you guys are taking notes. Like my YouTube, he didn't even give us really the gems yet. And I'm already thinking about where my YouTube and where my Instagram and where my TikTok is about to take me. I got to show you this, Chastin, before you move on. I got on Instagram. I was like, well, let me just, hit the Times Square. What? Like, I'm literally doing the work.
Yeah.
And you probably see, I'm trying to pull my thing up so I can look. I'm excited. But just take it away. And what I want to do, if anybody has we're going to have Q&A at the end. but I want to turn the comments off because I want them to be able to see you. Is that okay? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So if y'all have questions right now, just put them in the question box for now, and then we're gonna turn the comments back on as soon as he drops these gems. The truth is, I was getting distracted. I want to see you. I need to get these gems.
I couldn't see myself, and I was like, I hope I'm looking all right. No. Yeah. Awesome. So, getting back into it, you know, a lot of realtors think, especially realtors, I don't understand how creating content actually links to sales, right? Everybody knows content is important, but how do we actually make it lead to sales? And I came about this information that I'm about to give you. I attended a 3-day mastermind in Vegas, right? This was many years ago. It was put on by Ryan Stewman, and they were marketing it as a social media mastermind. Well, when we got there, it was truly about how to create lead generating content, right? How to use social media to actually generate you business instead of just becoming popular. So that first day, it was a lot of information. You know, they're letting us know how social media works. The second day, still more of that. We started getting into scripting, and they said on that third day, y'all are gonna record videos. I had never really recorded a video before. I was fresh and I was green and new to this. We were at the Aria Resort, which is beautiful. They said we're gonna go down to the lobby, find a nice little area, and we're gonna record these lead generating videos. Well, we got on the elevator. We're coming down from the penthouse down to the main floor. Now, there is no quiet, secluded place in that casino, in that whole resort, unless you were renting a room. Well, that wasn't the case. We were in the full-on lobby. And just imagine you're trying to record this video, and there's a gazillion and one people walking by wondering what you're doing, why you're doing it. You're wearing a suit in Vegas, and you ain't never recorded a video before. You want to talk about uncomfortable? I was uncomfortable. I did not know what I was doing. My voice was shaking. It was horrible, right? But guess what? That tends to be the same type of scenario for a lot of people, where you are extremely uncomfortable recording video, putting video out there. Now, I'm here to tell you, most of you will not have to do this in the middle of a casino floor, okay? You will not have to create your content in the middle of a casino floor. And I'm here to tell you, if I did it in the middle of a casino floor, you can definitely do it in the comfort of your home or your office or your car. I've worked with tons of people. Yes, I've worked with tons of people who do it on their own. They're uncomfortable. They don't know how to do it. They've never recorded a video before. This reminds me of Paula. Paula, 50 years old. She said, Chastin, this is for young people. This is not me. I know I need to do it. I don't know how. She kept saying young, comparing me to her. And I told her, I said, Paula, look, for one, people, they might listen to you more than they listen to me because you are older than I am. If you want to just keep using that, right? You are older than I am. I said, secondly, one thing about social media is that it changes very often. What's relevant today may have not been relevant 2 weeks ago. The platforms today are definitely not the same when I started. So it's a constant evolution, meaning there is no better time to hop in outside of today. Okay, outside of today. The first thing that you want to do if you want to create lead generating content is you have to locate a trending video topic. A trending video topic. Here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about trending video topics. It requires no thinking. It requires zero thinking. How can I say that? It's already trending. If something is already trending, that means people are already doing it. It's already proven. People are liking it. You just have to go out there and find it. Okay? A lot of people get bogged down in what do I create? What do I create a video about? What should I say? You don't have to think about that. The trends are already out there. Here's how you find what's trending. You're going to open up any platform. We can take Instagram, for instance, and you're going to type in that search bar what your niche is. Who are you trying to target? Who is that lead that you want? And be specific. Be specific. These platforms have gotten really specific. Real estate is not specific. Okay? First-time home buyer is specific. You're going to type in what your target is. Then you are going to filter those results. It's going to show you the explore page. It's going to show you the accounts. You're going to search by that hashtag, but you're going to filter the results to show you the most popular, the most viewed. Okay? When you get those results, just watch those reels. All of those reels are going to have a specific topic on them. Okay? They're all going to have a specific topic. These change almost daily too. These change almost daily. What you do at that point is you create a reel using that same topic. Okay? It's as simple as that. You're going to create a reel using that same topic. This is going to start building up your credibility. This is going to start exposing you to new audiences. Here's the thing about social media. When things are trending, the platforms push them out more. So it doesn't matter whether you have 10 followers or 1,000 or 100,000. If it's on a trend, they're going to push you out there. Their goal is to keep more people on the platform, keep them watching. So the best way to do that is by you putting out something that they already know people are interested in watching. All right? That's a quick reel strategy right there. Let's talk about long form, because here's how my strategy works. I start with long form. So I record an 8 to 12 minute long form video. Oh, Jason, what do I say? What do I talk about for 8 to 12 minutes? I got you. I'm going to give you my 9-point money script. Okay? The 9-point money script. What this starts with is a hook. You're going to do something or say something to hook the audience. You can also use your video title as a hook. Okay? After that hook, you're going to get into an intro. That intro introduces introduces you. Okay? So you got your hook. Number 2 is your intro. Number 3 is your call to action. You want to have people early on do some type of call to action in your video. This can be hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment and put where you're watching from, share this. We did a lot of call to actions already in this live stream. Okay, you're going to do the same thing in that video. After that, number 4, the 4th point, you're going to do something called a teaser. So you're going to tease people on something that you have for them that is going to help them even further or give them more information. And you're going to let them know. You're going to say, hey, I'm going to give you where to go and get that in this video. You're not going to tell them when. You're not going to give any more information. You're going to tease something that you're going to reveal later on in the video. This is very important. It keeps people watching, increases your watch time, helps with the algorithm. I teach a lot of that deeper, but I'm not trying to have y'all here all night. Okay, but you're going to have a teaser. From there, you're going to have a bumper. Number 5 is a bumper. And that's simply a pattern interrupt. You can do that.
You're going to be at our real estate summit March 10th. Let me ask you a question. Can we go deeper during that time? I know we can't get everything out here. So you're confirmed to come here March 10th, 2023 to be a part of our conference. Yep. And I just want to say this. I turned the comments back on. I want to say this. We're going to be diving deeper into some of these subtopics, correct? All right, go ahead. I'm excited.
Before he even continues, excited that we were working on the agenda today, and your allotted time is not compared to anyone's allotted time, because I said he was bringing the gems, Claudian.
Wow.
Oh, put back on the nerves. No, I'm just
But
kidding. Yeah,
serious,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
you know, at the conference, I want you to treat it just like you were in Vegas. I want the people in the room to get up, do a video, and I want to post, and I want to see the people's results before they leave that conference. Because you're right. A lot of times, even myself, my son has been harassing me to get on TikTok for 2 years. They love it. They love us dancing together. And I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. He's like, Ma, you gotta get on YouTube. You're always on Instagram, like dropping gems. You're always doing these things, dropping gems. Why don't you record it and share it? And so guess what? This is gonna be the opportune time, y'all, for y'all to get your seats. Listen, we only really got 12 minutes, so let me shut up and you keep going.
Yep. Okay. 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 So next, you're gonna have that bumper. That bumper is simply a pattern interrupt. Now, why are pattern interrupts important? Because sometimes people are watching videos and they start dozing off, or they thinking about leaving or whatever. So you always want to do something to get people's focus back. You can make a loud sound. You can change your angle. You can play an intro video, whatever you want to do. But you want to have something in there as a pattern interrupt. Now, once you finish that, you're going to get into your meat of it. Your meat of it needs to consist of 3 points minimum. 3 points minimum, 5 maximum. Don't go over 5. But that's going to be your meat of it. That's your real information. After you present that real information back to back to back, right? Now you're going to do what's called an ask. You want people to do something. You want people to do something based on all that information you just gave them. So I recommend you have people comment feedback or answer a question in the comments based on that information you just gave them. And at that point, you're going to do your content upgrade. So what you teased earlier, hey, I'm going to give you exactly where you can get the strategy on how to buy a home in 2023 and not pay so much. You're simply going to go to my website. The link is in the description. Fill in your name and email address, and it's going to be emailed right over to you. This is how you are going to be capturing your leads. All right? It's very important. You always want to have something to be able to exchange for some information, even if it's simple, even if it's super simple. Okay? You're going to give them that at that point. And then after that, it's your final call to action. You're going to close it out. Subscribe if you want more of this. Follow if you want more of this. Let me know in the comments what other things you want me to talk about. Okay? This is making you one with your audience. That is my 9-point money script. You do all of that. You do all of that. You're going to build your following. You're going to increase your engagement, and you are going to get leads. Now, that was an 8 to 12 minute video. That was an 8 to 12 minute video that now you got some work to do with. Here's your first move after you do that video. You're going to transcribe it. You're going to transcribe that video. There's lots of transcription tools out there. You can use Descript. You can use Google Voice. You can use whatever. You want to transcribe that whole video. All right? I can teach you a free way to do it through Google. I'm going to for sure bring that to the conference. But you're going to transcribe that video. And you remember those 3 points you made? Those 3 to 5 points? Now, each of those points becomes a reel. Each of those points becomes a reel. So you're going to make your reels out of the meat of that video, right? So that's going to give you minimum 3 reels right there. And remember, we have that transcription. What are we going to do with that transcription? We're going to make quote images. So you're going to look through that text and you're going to say to yourself, I said that? That was a good line. People need to see that. People need to hear that. And boom, you're going to pop that, post it to Instagram. Make a carousel, right? You're going to also take that text, put it on Twitter as tweets, right? Line by line. You can put it on Twitter as tweets. You're going to also take a paragraph or 2 or 3 of that text, and you're going to screenshot in your notes app on the phone, just those paragraphs. And listen, all these that I'm giving you are different pieces of content. A lot of people think content has to be this well-produced video. It doesn't have to be that deep. It can be a screenshot that you typed in your notes. Those tweets can be screenshots. Now you can take those screenshots from Twitter, put them on your Instagram. Okay, you can create carousels. You can create videos of those actual tweets where it's boom, one tweet, next tweet, third tweet. Okay, I'm letting you in on my mind how I think about this content. When it comes to posting 30 pieces of content, right? All of these 30 pieces are from that one video. You're doing a method called repackaging and repurposing. Repackaging and repurposing. From there, right? You're going to have all of this content now from this one video broken up in different ways, different mediums. At that point, you're scheduling it on your social media scheduler. There's some great ones out there. Meet Edgar, Hootsuite, Buffer. You can use Instagram itself will let you schedule posts. Facebook business pages will let you schedule posts. And boom, you're just popping those posts on there. Okay. Here's the beautiful part about this that a lot of people, they don't realize is that all of this content you created was from that 1 8-minute video. That 1 8-minute video. And this is literally the strategy that I've used for years. And look, I'll tell you, probably less than 1% of people know that this post was probably in this same video talking about this same thing, because it all looks like fresh content. It all looks fresh and it looks new. But here's the thing. You have this long form video that hopefully you put on YouTube with those call to actions, with that content upgrade that's in the background generating you leads. It's generating you leads on autopilot, because the cool thing about YouTube is it doesn't sleep. Your website, it won't sleep. You're going to wake up with leads. You do this same strategy every single week where you're just making one video, you're repackaging and repurposing it. Your leads are going to be taken to another level. Your following will be taken to another level. Your engagement, your tribe, now you're creating lead generating content. That is the only way you can build your business. And that is the only way that I recommend and teach. This was just one strategy, y'all, because I'm wrapping up right now. But this was just one strategy. There's definitely more where this came from. So for sure, come to the event. But that's how we do it. It's literally how we do it. We don't overcomplicate it.
Screenshot where I am in my social media right now, and I want you to take note of my YouTube, and I want you to grade me 1 month from today. No, I want you to grade me on March 10th.
Okay.
So I want you to screenshot it, look at my reels, look at my YouTube, look at my TikTok, and just screenshot it. I'm going to screenshot it and send it to you, because I want to be the first of this community here to be judged by one of the industry leading professionals. And y'all look at this. We were both nominated for social media guru. And I'm like, I'm just missing out. I don't even know if I should win. I'm only on Instagram. I'm not on YouTube. I'm not on TikTok. So I want you to grade me, because now I'm starting to put the pieces of the puzzle together, and I'm understanding what people like. And so I hope, guys, we were able to share some things with you. And if you want to be in the building, doing the actual work, and one thing I've always said, and anybody that's been in any of my classes or seminars, no, we just don't read from a book. We don't just take notes. We go to work and we take action, and we give literally income producing activities that people can use right at the tip of their hands and translate that into money in the next 30 to 60 to 90 days. And so hopefully, guys, this was helpful. I want to go into Q&A. We got about 3 minutes. Can we go into Q&A?
Oh, definitely.
All right, so let's see if we have any questions down here. We did. How do you filter All right. Will this be recorded? Yes. How do you filter the what was the question again? How do you filter the top results on IG? I think, let me just see if I remember. You go to the search button, put in a not just real estate. You have to be very specific. So don't put real estate, put VA homeowners, veteran homeowners, first time home buyers, grants, home ownership. Put in something very specific, renovation loan, and start looking. Do I get this right, Chastin?
Yeah, well, so there is a filter button. And I mean, I can't show y'all because we're on the phone right now, but all the way to the right, it normally looks like 3 little lines. You click on that, and that's where you'll see your filter options to be able to do most popular to least or whatever. And you may have to click hashtags first. So click on the, well, whatever you're searching for, hashtags, reels, whatever you want to filter, click on that little symbol, and then you can click on the filter button. And I always do most popular to show me up top.
Hopefully we were able to answer that. Let me see if we got another question. What were the items we should offer the followers again?
Yeah, so and again, that can go very deep, but I always recommend offering something of value. So take some of your knowledge, create an ebook, create a PDF, create a checklist, create a video that, hey, you can say, hey, if you want a video that talks about this deeper, click the link in my bio, or click the link in my description. So you can offer them anything, but make sure that it's something of value that they would want to get after watching your video.
We got another question. I've heard mixed things about the auto posting. Is it recommended to auto post or post by yourself?
Well, it depends on what you're posting. The way that the algorithms are today, they're not just looking at where something's posted from. They're grading you on a bunch of stuff. So consistency, relevancy, engagement, things like that. I would say it being posted from another platform is very small because their goal is that they want people to stay on the platform. They want people there. They don't necessarily care how you're getting the stuff there. They just want to make sure that it is keeping people on the platform. And so, no, it's not a bad thing to use schedulers or auto posters. If you're using a bot or something, then yeah, that's not good. But if you're using like Hootsuite or something like that,
to add into that,
Chastin,
Instagram, and I know you mentioned it earlier though, but Instagram just embedded that into the system, to schedule your posts. I just saw earlier today, someone sent it to me that they now added the green screen. So now you no longer need to go to TikTok. You can use the green screen right here on Instagram as well and create your content. So.
All right. See if we got any more questions. Thanks for that, Jeff. All right. We don't have any more questions. That was it. I am fired up. Guys, Chastin is going to be in the building in Miami. Where are you located, Chastin? You know what?
I'm in Dallas,
I am
Texas.
Contemplating whether I go to Dallas on Friday. And I just made up my mind. I just made up my mind just now. And so I'm going to be in Dallas on Friday. We're going to link up. We're going to do some more video. We're going to be doing a lot of more promo. I'm going to meet Leston there as well, our Louis guy. Yes. And then we're going to be meeting. You know what? I just made a decision. And I'm just so thankful. And we're thankful. Jeff and I are thankful. Jeff is amazing. Last year, he did over 130 deals. This year he's probably on track to do 200 deals, probably 100 million in real estate. And he's also growing his organization. He just launched his first real estate office. Listen, y'all drop some fires for Jeff on here. Like, make sure you go follow that guy.
Yes.
He is the lit guy. He is the guy who's going to cold call. He is the guy who's going to drop a package off at your house, knock on the door. He's going to use reels. I know he's getting ready to incorporate YouTube, because if he wasn't listening to me before, see, I don't listen, but then I coach him, and then he don't listen. But then when he hear you, he going to do it. That's how that works. And he's just doing some amazing things. And, in the recession, guys, and we got to wrap this up. I was in a recession. My income went from $500,000 to $58,000 or 50-something thousand dollars overnight. And I had a decision to make in 2007, 8, and 9. Was I gonna fold, or was I gonna keep going? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take the money I have saved, and I'm not gonna just be spending it. I'm gonna put it back into marketing. And literally overnight, in 1 year, guys, my business changed because I made a decision. When Chastin started this Instagram with us, there was something important. He said, and I want to make y'all write it down. I didn't want to interrupt because he was on the go. But he said he just made a decision. So I want y'all to write that in the chat box right now. Decision. You have a decision to make. You're one click away from changing your life. Chastin was in a 3-day conference. It changed his life. Did y'all see him in the middle of Times Square?
Hello.
I need y'all to make a decision tonight and be in the room. Be in the room. Be in the building. The link is below. The link is in my bio. The link is in Jeff's bio. I'm going to be in Dallas on Friday. I just made up my mind. I'm going to make some arrangements here at the house and just make some time for me, Chastin, because I'm coming to see you.
Yeah. Let me know. And me and Leston are good friends too. So, you know, if we need to all just maximize the time. Lester used to work for me. Like when he first got his license, he was an intern on my real estate team. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I just did a video
world,
with
right?
him about him at the mall. Like, what do you guys buy your clients? Like, what do y'all buy? You know, that's going to be the next topic. And so, listen, we're going to show people this is good because now we get to show people how to generate income so that they can get to the closing table so that they can buy their clients something nice at the closing table as a nice little gift. So guys, listen, wow, wait a minute. We got a promo code, Christian?
Yes, I was just about to say that before we close out. We're so excited about you guys being here. We want you guys in the building. There's a discount code that I do understand expires in the next 24 hours as well. We're just getting the text in about that. So y'all want to go ahead and grab your tickets. Is Crystal here? Can she drop that code, that promo code, that discount code?
I'm getting ready to save it. Hold on. Y'all, they didn't even get approval from me. Okay, they just said we running with it. And listen, I'm running with it. The code is Chastin. Am I pronouncing that right, Chastin? Chastin. It is Chastin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Chastin. Y'all don't chase him. His name is Chastin. Okay, but definitely y'all be in the room, guys. This was great. I know we kept you over 5 minutes, but I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the middle of my heart, from the top of my heart. And thanks for pouring into the community because that's what we need. We need to keep people motivated through the recession. And there are going to be a lot of people who quit. Chastin. There's going to be a lot of people who quit. But I believe the people that's going to be in our building are the people that's going to keep moving the agenda forward. I believe that the people who are going to say, I'm in it to win it for the long haul, you know, abundance is going to fall on them. Abundance is going to fall on them. And Chastin, I don't know if you knew this, but we are offering the Certified Distressed Property Expert certification to prep people for the recession of a market, for the foreclosures, for the short sales, for the BPOs. And I'm just telling y'all now, listen, I'm excited. I hope y'all excited. Those are my final words. Thank you for your time, Jeff. Thanks for hosting. Thanks for always filling in for me. Thank you for being a great partner. Jeff and I are hosting this conference together because he does the work. He doesn't even just do the work. You know, I was on the phone with him the other day, and I'm like, who works at your level? Like, nobody I know works at this guy's capacity. And so I just want to say thank both of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. We're out. Peace out. Peace.